Hello my lovelies and welcome to today's video. It's all about oven cleaning. I have had a request on this and let's face it, who likes cleaning their ovens? So I thought today I would get into the spirit of things and put on my Sadie the Cleaning Lady outfit on. So I'm rocking my little headband here to get my hair out of my face and my glam earrings and my, of course, gold speckled top, and I'll have my purple rubber gloves, so just to complete the ensemble. Now, I have a few tips before we get started. Now, with my oven racks, we have to take them first out of the oven and soak those. So I have small ones and they fit into my kitchen sink, so that's great. If you have large oven racks, you have a choice of either putting them in your laundry sink or your bathtub. So with your bathtub, what you would do is fill it up with just hot water and fill it up just to cover your racks, not a full bathtub, just to cover your racks. Put a towel on the bottom of your bathtub. Before you put the towel in there, actually put your 2 cups of vinegar in, a cup of bicarb of soda, swish it all around to mix it all up, then put your towel and then put your racks in. I'm going to show you how I do it in the kitchen sink. It's the same thing, just in a bathtub, and you will need more bicarb and vinegar because the bath is a lot bigger. So with saying that, you can do that either at night time before you go to bed, let it soak overnight, and the longer you leave them soak, the easier it is to clean. Or what I'm doing today, as mine aren't too bad, is I'm going to do it leave it for an hour. So I've taken my oven racks out. I've already cleaned 2 of them, and I'll show you in a minute what the difference is. They come up really sparkling clean just using bicarb and vinegar. And I did use also Stilo pad, so I'm going to show you quickly what I've used. So I have a bowl with microfiber cloth and a toothbrush if you need it. Now this bowl here is going to be for your bicarb and water paste for your oven, because we're going to spray the oven with vinegar first, then we're going to put that paste on the bottom and on the sides. I unfortunately don't know how to take my side racks out, so I'm just going to spray it with vinegar, and then I'll just get my toothbrush in between and just give it a wipe down with a cloth. So in that, I'll put half a cup of bicarb. And then I have my spray bottle, which has just got pure vinegar in it. I don't water it down. If you don't like the smell of it, you can maybe squeeze some lemon juice in it. I don't worry too much about it because it's just a quick squirt. You can close the oven and walk away, and the smell doesn't last. Once the oven is on, it'll go, and plus it sanitizes it as well. And then I do have, bear with me, a scraper, which is an awesome tool. It's plastic, so I can use it on my oven, my benches, and it doesn't wreck anything, but it's great to get the hard bits off. And also a Stilo pad. That's for cleaning your racks, and you will need that to get some of the stubborn stains off. Now, as in how often I clean the oven, I recommend that if you have an oven that you do use a lot and you get a lot of fat splatters, to really take everything out probably once every 2 to 3 months, and then just every week after you cook, just give it a quick wipe over with a wet cloth with a bit of vinegar on it, and just give it a quick clean. That'll maintain it, so it's not such a big job. With me, I probably do mine every 4 months because I only mainly bake in mine, and it's Christmas time that I really need to clean it because that's when I do all the roast vegetables, and I have a lot of fat splatter then. In between times, if I'm cooking any meats, I always cook them in the oven bags, and that just saves the oven from getting really dirty. So now keep watching to the end of the video. I've got a little giveaway, so stay tuned. We're now going to go over to my sink and we'll fill it up. I've already pre-boiled my kettle because I like my water really hot. And again, you just need enough water to cover your racks. You don't need to fill it up to the top. So we'll get started. So now we're going to fill the sink up with the hot water. First of all, I've got the plug in. I'm just going to put some hot water in here just to cover the plug hole to get it started. And then I've got my 1 cup of vinegar, which I'm just going to pour in, and my half a cup of bicarb. So it makes a little bit of bubbles like a volcano, but that's normal. And we're going to put our hot water in from the kettle. Now, if that's not enough to cover my racks, I'm just going to fill it up a little bit more with hot water. I've got my tea towel here, which I'm going to put in the bottom of my sink. As you know, I have the white sink, so I really don't want to give it a bit of swoosh around. Sorry, and I did forget, I need some dishwashing detergent as well. This really helps to break down the grease. Just a good little squirt. This all just helps to break the grease down on your oven rack and will make it really easy to clean once you've cleaned it. So I'm just going to pop these in here like that, and I probably will need a little bit more water in there, but that's okay. Just fill that up. So this is a rack that I already have cleaned. You can see how lovely and shiny and like brand new it's come, and that's just from doing what I've done now. So you want that really to be covered, which is almost covered now. And that's it. And we're going to let that soak for about an hour. But in the meantime, we're going to go over to the oven and I'm going to show you what we're going to do there. I will actually make the paste now. So I'm just going to put in the bowl and some cold water. And we're just going to mix it into a paste, and I didn't get a spoon, this one will do. And you can see how it goes. It's like if you've ever made homemade custard from the custard packs. That's what the consistency is like. So just put a little bit more, as we want it quite thin so that we can put it all inside the oven. So that's kind of the consistency that you can see. It's quite runny, and that's enough of that. And then we'll get the dishcloth, and I'm just going to put the camera onto the oven and we'll get started. So now I have my cleaning cloth, which I've dampened, and I've got my little mixture here, and all we're going to do is we're going to slosh it all inside the oven. That's why you need it quite thin, so you can see the paste spreading around. Try not to get my head in the way. I'm going to put it on the bars here. It's a little bit messy, but it'll be worth it in the end. Just put it everywhere and up the back here. Because I've already pre-sprayed it with vinegar, it's already started its work. And I'm going to be doing the top of the roof as well. Just going to empty all of that in there. As you can see, the bowl is already dirty. It's got grime in it just from just putting it down there. So we are now going to leave that. I've got it on the floor here. That's okay. I'm going to put that in there. And you can see all the bicarb of soda. I can already see it already starting to work there. So we're going to leave it, let it do its job for an hour, and we'll be back. So now we have to wait for an hour or a little bit longer. I usually would do this on the weekend, so you get a little bit of time, so you're not rushing. You don't want to do it at night before work. And so now is the time to have a little bit of you time. So I've made my cup of coffee and I'm going to read my book for an hour. So in an hour, I'll see you back. Don't go away. It's been an hour now since I've had the rack soaking. So I've just put the camera as close as I could to the sink so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I have my handy little scraper here. As you can see, these bits here have been kind of like caked on, these dark brown caramelized bits. It's like from the cheese. So just give them a quick scrape, and that comes off really easy. And then what I'm going to do is get my Stilo pad, which is, sorry, this one here. And I'm just going to hold my Stilo pad around in a circle, if you can see that, around the bars. And I'm just going to give them a bit of a scrub, like that. and it's coming off. Okay, so that's it. So I'm just going to give that a quick rinse. And there is the nice shiny rack as opposed to this one that still needs to be scrubbed. You can see the difference in the silver. So we're going to stop doing that and we're going to turn the camera back onto our oven and we'll give that a clean now too. Bit of powder there. Now you will make a mess on the floor, so you can actually put a towel down there or a plastic bag, which I have not done. So that's okay, it just means that I'm going to have to clean my floor afterward. And let me see, just a little bit more here. I'm actually going to get in underneath here. The cloth is quite wet because I want to get all the excess bicarb off. It's done a good job. That's all nice and smooth now, so that's a good sign. I'm just going to do the back here. Again, I do have my cloth quite damp, but that's because I want to get rid of all the residue of the bicarb. You can, if you can see how black that's come, so it's doing its job, and the water is quite dirty. We might need to do a change of water, but I'll wait till I get the first lot off and then we'll redo it again. Okay, the towel is recommended. But it's okay, I'm going to wash my floors anyway, so I'm going to rinse that as I have mopped the floor with that. And I shall be back. And I did decide to get a towel after all, as I was making a bit of a swimming pool here. That's the conclusion of our oven cleaning. I can't say I hope you enjoyed it because, let's face it, who likes to clean their ovens? Not me. But anyway, nice clean oven now, which is really great. Now I asked for you to stay to the end. I've just got one more thing to show you. At Aldi, I went there a few months ago and I found these oven shelf liners. Actually, liner, you get one, and it looks like this. It's black. It's about that size. So you can cut it down to fit your shelves. I'm actually not going to use it for my shelf. I'm actually going to put it on the bottom of my oven to catch all the spills, because then all you need to do is pull this out and rinse it under the water and it's clean, and you pop it back in. So to me, that is a real time saver. So when they have them on special next, just keep an eye out for it. Or the brand is Power Force oven shelf liner, so you may be able to find it online somewhere, but brilliant. So I like the heat to come through under my racks when I'm baking cakes, where I feel that this may sort of mess with the temperature a little bit, but definitely for the bottom where you get all the, you know, the cheese dripping off or whatever dripping off your food, this is a great catcher. So that's one thing. Now I did ask for you to stay to the end. I have a little giveaway for 2 people. All you need to do is to comment, like and share my video and subscribe. And I've got these two little birdie scrapers, the one that I used for my oven, but these ones are little bird ones. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are, I will send this to you. So do that, leave me a comment and like and subscribe, and you'll get one of these. So until next time, have a fabulous weekend, as it's Cleaning Friday, and I'll see you next week. So bye for now.